All right, so first question is, what is my net worth? Write that down. What's my net worth? What's my net worth? And then the next one is write down, how many income streams do I intend to have by the end of 2020? So you're a business owner, and business owners need to know a couple of things. And this was when I first got started as an agent, one of the first questions that someone asked me, and I had no idea what he was even talking about. Like, I don't even know what net worth means. He said, okay, well, this is your homework. Here's what you need to do. You need to go home, and you need to pull out all your documents, all your file folders, and I want you to calculate how many debts you have right down to the penny. And we've got a calculator we can email you, so if you want just a simple, easy calculator, just email me and say net worth calculator. And on that, it's just 2 columns. Here are all the things I own and what's their potential value. I own a car and it's $8,000 and I own it outright, right? Here is a car that I own, however, I've got a balance of $14,000 on it, so then that becomes a liability, right? So it's what I own and then what I owe, and at the end of that calculator, it will actually tell you what your net worth is. And when I did that for the very first time, it was negative 60-something thousand dollars, which sucked. However, I brought it back to my coach at the time, and he said, great, are you ready to be Rookie of the Year? And I was like, what are you talking about right now? Do you not see these numbers and all the debt that I'm in? And he just said, most people want to skip this. They don't want to have the difficult conversation. However, this is what is going to differentiate you from all the other agents in this office, is if you start thinking like a business owner. And the first step is to have a get real, get right conversation with you and money. And this was something that I avoided way too long. So I'm just giving you my advice. If I could start over and just save you some of the pitfalls and pain points that I had to go through. One of the most painful ones for me at the time, now looking back, I'm just like, man, I was so shallow, was I had a really beautiful silver Jetta. And it was the newest car I'd ever had, but I'd leased it. And I was starting to show a bunch of homes, and I knew that I was at that point where if I don't get this car out from under me, I'm actually gonna get into really serious financial ruin over a stupid car. So I actually sold the Jetta, and it wasn't enough to pay it off. So then I had to save up, it was like $6,000, $7,000 that I had to pay for a car I didn't own anymore just to get out. It hurt. And I drove what I called the Humble Mobile, which was a blue, purplish, no one could ever really tell what color it was, a Isuzu Rodeo that had a jammed back. It was so humiliating to drive this car. But I bought it for $3,000. And you know what? I still sold houses because people didn't care what I drove. They didn't care what I wore. All they care about is, are you going to help me get what I want? So many times agents get into real estate and go into debt over buying a new fancy laptop, or they need to drive the car, or they need to have the clothes, and I'm telling you that's not true. When you try to do these other things, people actually feel it and sense it, like they can tell you're not being you. You know, if you don't normally wear a suit and you walk in wearing a suit, people can pretty much tell, because you're just itchy, scratchy, and you're just kind of awkward. It's just like a girl if she goes to start wearing heels and you know she's never worn heels and she's walking around like a little calf. And you're just like, you shouldn't be doing that. So in your real estate business, one of the biggest lessons I learned was just get real and don't avoid this conversation. And do you have people in your life right now that you can talk about this to? You've got an office full of people here that want to help you. And that's what I found here. I couldn't have it with my family or friends at the time because they were all in the same boat as me. No one had gone ahead of me to really give me any kind of sound advice. That's what I found here in this office, and you will too if you ask for help, okay? The next one is, how many income streams do I intend to have by the end of 2020? How many do you have right now would be the first question. So how many do you have? One. You have one? Yep. One or two? Great. 3, perfect. So write that down. I currently have blank number of income streams. So write that down. I have 1, I have 4, I have however many. So that's your actual. What do you intend? How many do you intend to have by the end of 2020? It should be at least 3, if not 4, right? Because here you've got that opportunity to be able to sell homes and make money. Then you can invest in houses, that's a duplex, and have your money working for you. If you don't own a home, you should probably own a home. And the easiest, best way to do that is just buy a duplex right off the bat. You've got referral income that can show up. And you've got profit share. So by the end of 2020, the answer should be you should have at least 4, if not more, income streams that are working for your good to kind of balance things out. Because real estate agents always go, oh, I had to go get a real job because the roller coaster of real estate was just too difficult. That, in my opinion, is crap. It's you didn't manage your money well enough. You didn't put enough money aside when you sold a house, and because of your poor financial planning, you now are riding a roller coaster of commission sales. That's kind of blunt. That may sting. I'm okay to be honest though, right? Mm-hmm. That's why people then get out of real estate. And many times, I don't even get to say goodbye to them. We just had one leave this last week. I don't know if it's pride or embarrassment. I mean, someone I've poured a ton into. And they don't even, they're embarrassed? I don't know. But before you ever leave, you've got to come and have a conversation with me, please. Because we literally had one that was going to leave because of medical bills. And I was like, what? And she's like, medical bills, I'm overwhelmed and I can't cut it. I'm going to go to a discount broker who, doesn't charge me anything. And I was just like, stop it. Have you asked anyone in leadership for help? And she said no. Within less than 30 minutes, we had literally covered and come up with a plan so that she could stay here. And we'd adjusted things in her favor. So please, just promise me, before you ever decide to just slip out the back door, come and have a conversation with us, okay? So, session number 1 of Ignite was one of my favorite, and it was really hard for me not to teach this one because it talked about goal setting and how when you goal set, you should be putting together a vision board of what it is your intentions are in real estate. So do you remember doing that activity in your book? If the instructor didn't cover it, don't blame the instructor because you as the student still have the packet with you, right? So a good student would go home and actually do the work that didn't get covered in class. And one of my favorite activities, do you have your session packet number 1? Go to where it talks about, hang on a sec. Does anyone need that session? Because I think I've got extra here. Yeah, do you have it?
The one?
Yep.
Yep.
Session number 1, session number 1. Do you need one?
Nope, I got it.
Session number 1? Who needs one? Cool. Session number 1, you got it. If you don't have session number 1 or 2, grab it. It's in the back after class today, okay? All right. Go to session number 1. Turn to page 21 for me. It says, write your answers down. What's your driving force? Why did you get into real estate in the first place? Well, my first year, the answer was debt and time. I wanted to be there when Antonio got off the school bus in the afternoon, and I was sick and tired of working Christmas Day. So for me, that was my why. I was motivated because I wanted freedom of my time and financial freedom opportunity, right? What's yours? Why have you chosen real estate? Give me a few different examples.
Opportunity.
Opportunity, yeah. Legacy. For your kids. So like even after you're gone, you want to be remembered for
Leave stuff to them.
Having things to leave them and not leave them with a bunch of debt. Because a lot of people right now are doing that. They die and they leave their family a pile load of debt and problems. You don't want to do that.
I want to take care of my parents. parents do. They got no retirement.
Your parents don't have retirement, so you want to take care of them. Absolutely. Those are all legitimate reasons of why you're motivated to make this work. What else?
Memories.
What's that?
Memories.
Memories? What do you mean?
If I have financial freedom in this position, I can make the memories with my children and my family to do things.
Yeah, absolutely. That's can we all agree that that's important? And why don't we normally make memories? It's because we don't have the time to, or we don't have the money to. Yeah, what else?
Excitement and challenge. For me, it was
Yeah.
a huge challenge. I was a server. That's all I had ever done for 23 years was be in the service industry, and I would wait on women with their Louis Vuittons. And
Yeah.
they were always in real estate.
Yep.
And some of them even kind of told me, you should do more.
Totally.
You should be a realtor. And I was like, okay.
So the excitement and the challenge of how do I know that I've really reached my full potential as a human being if I don't ever try? I did that after Alaska Airlines. I worked at Bath and Body Works as a manager for a while, pushing lotion on people. And after a good day, right, we would calculate our sales totals for the day. And I just remember thinking one time, like, there's one girl and she just like doesn't even hustle like I do. And she makes the same, maybe more than I do an hour. And that really bothered me.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I remember going, what if this was commission lotion sales? So then I did party light candles. Do you remember party light candles? Oh my gosh, I did parties in people's houses and people showed up and they were like, wow, you're so excited about candles. I'll buy a bunch of them, right? And a really good night, I could make like $2,700 one party. I had a database of people. I ran a little contest. I got all their names and numbers. I followed up with them. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
So then I was like, what if I just ripped the ceiling off of what I'm worth an hour? And how will I ever know what I'm worth an hour truly until I try and actually go after it, right? So on page 21, it says, what's your driving motivation? What's the why? What's the goal for your career in real estate? Write that down if you didn't. What will achieving this goal mean for you? We just talked about that. In what ways will your life change? Melissa's saying, I'm going to be respected by my kids and grandkids and great-grandkids that don't even exist yet because I'm going to work hard now and leave a legacy. I'm going to take care of my parents who took care of me and now can't take care of themselves. I'm going to make memories. I'm going to be able to do things. I'm going to have the time. And what doors are going to open for you? The answer to this is you don't know. Like when I got started in real estate, I had no idea. I had this little like inkling. I was like, oh, that'd be fun to teach a class one day. I never thought, oh, it'd be nice to run an office one day. Oh, it'd be cool to like travel internet. Like I didn't even have those dreams back then. So we don't even know what doors of opportunity are going to open for us. We just kind of have to go to the immediate next thing. What are the things that are motivating us right now? Now flip the page, page 22. It says from your answers right now, you got to write down one statement. And I'm kind of a rebel. I don't like words a whole lot. If you send me big long emails with a bunch of words, I don't really read them. And so I like pictures. I get motivated by pictures. And so it says take a picture of your big why and make it your new background on your phone, so that you're reminded every single time on your phone as to why you're doing what you're doing. So I have mine on my phone. Every time I've ever taken Ignite, I do an update of my vision board every single year and I put it on my phone. It's the screensaver on my laptop. It's printed in our office. It's on the back of my bedroom door. It's everywhere. So I've got to look at it consistently and be reminded of what it is. So for me, it's pictures. So a couple years ago, it was this one. I want to make memories with my kids. I type into Google Disney cruise, and here's the very first picture that popped up, so I clicked on it, and that's the picture. And I was like, I want to make memories with my kids, and I want to go on a Disney cruise. Bella had said that was something she wanted to do someday. So you just right-click on that picture, save the picture, drop it into Canva, and I transposed my girls' faces on the bodies of these people. And I then put that on my vision board last year, and then it was saved on my phone, and everywhere it was, I'm gonna go and, I'm gonna work this, do this, so that I have enough money to then spend up front to pay for a Disney cruise, to not go into debt because of going on a Disney cruise. That's the best kind of vacation to have, is one that's paid for before you take it. And so that's what I did. That was one of the photos. The other one was sell 100 homes. The other one was luxury listing. One of them was a spa retreat weekend. Take a nap, like all these different words and things that meant something to me. Yours is gonna be different, right? But for me, words don't motivate me, pictures do. So I took the words that I wanted to go find an image that represents what it is that means something to me, and then take a picture and tell people about it, put it up everywhere so that you can actually be reminded of why you're doing some of the harder things that maybe are outside of your comfort zone. Does that help? Okay, cool. And we've had a vision board party here at the office. There's going to be another one. You can attend them. You can just do it on your own. Go find the pictures online that you want and make it happen. Now, in Ignite session number 1, it talked about your monetary goals, and then it talked about the 10-4. Do you know why it's 10-4?
Because every 10th contact is a yes.
Do you know why it's called Cappers in Training? It's that if you don't skip the 10-4 activities by the end of this session, 12 sessions, you're gonna have over 200 people in your database. And statistics show that it's a 12-to-2 ratio. So if you've got, for every 12 people in your database that you touch on a regular basis, monthly, with some sort of a, hey, real estate this month, or a phone call or a text message, and just reminding them that top of mind, you're in real estate, that you should anticipate 2 closings. Either that person's gonna buy or sell or invest, or they're gonna be reminded so much so that they send you referral business. The average student that actually completes the homework will close at least 20 closed transactions. Don't skip the work. If the instructor doesn't cover it, it's on you. Like, this is your life, your business, you're in control. Don't skip the missions. At the end of every single packet, you're given the mission for next class, right? Which I love because it's a checklist. And so it's quick and easy to look at a checklist, and it says, tell the world who you are. Make sure that your KW presence, go to White Pages, your online contact information, fill out your profile. Here's a video link of how to do it. Activate your e-edge, fill out your profile info, create a contact in KW Command, right? So all these things, download your app, share your app with people. It's literally giving you step by step what you need to be doing to grow your business. So if in class, as your instructor today, I don't literally read every single page, dog ear it, circle it, highlight it, put an arrow, and after class, go back to it. Don't skip, because if you do, then don't expect the results. Like he said, you can go through Ignite and not close a house, because many times it's the contacts, it's what you're actually gonna do in between classes that are gonna make the difference for you. Okay, so just to make sure that you've got your profile and everything good to go, when you log into My KW, if you hover over the home button and then go to Welcome New Associates, they just did an update to this, so if you haven't done this in a while, you should. You click on First Steps, and it walks you through set up your profile, download Kelly, be a tech-enabled agent, log into the Keller Cloud, boost your production, bold, connect live schedule, the calendar for training classes, explore membership business, stay informed. Like Keller Williams' Facebook business page, like Keller Williams' Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. There's a ton of content that's being created for you on a regular basis where you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to follow these certain pages, like and share, and it will actually create amazing content that you can go and then pass on to people. If you need logos, branding, social media graphics, click here, because here is literally a download zip folder where it gives you everything right here to be able to go and make sure that the Facebook cover, there's just one example, number 1 in real estate. It's sized specifically. Here's one for LinkedIn. Here's one for Twitter. So like they've given you all these social media specific sizes to be able to go and do what you need to do. And if you have any issues, marketing@kdub.com to report any issues you experience. Okay, so if you haven't done that in a while, make sure you do that. Under referrals, are you guys, as a part of your 10-4 activities, going and growing your network? You just click Grow My Network, find, and I would recommend, there's a couple of places, there's a specific triangle, Seattle, Spokane, Portland. Seattle, Spokane, Portland. That triangle is where many people move and relocate for jobs. Seattle, Spokane, Portland. So if you want to go and partner with a few agents for some back and forth referral opportunities, go into here, zoom in to a particular area of Portland, and then all these blue dots appear. And all these blue dots represent real estate agents with Keller Williams. Go and friend them. If you're already friends with them, there's no plus symbol that shows up. If you're not friends with them, go and send them an invitation to be friends. I don't have a referral for him right now, but there could be a day when I need to have someone on my list that's done some good business that I could then, so I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna add 20 a day. Every day I'm just adding. My bio's already here, so someone's gonna read this, and there could be a day when they're like, oh, Puyallup, oh, Seattle, greater Seattle area, and now you just set yourself up to receive incoming referrals from other Keller Williams agents because you reached out. Yeah.
So do you only, because when I went on there, you can put like how many sales, or do you always go with somebody that's done at least a few, or?
Nope, I'm friending everybody. This is part of my lead gen time. I'm just friending people. Because I don't ever know, when the day comes and I actually have someone that's moving to this area, then I might want to click in. And with that client, maybe she said, hey, can you refer me to another female agent just like you? Or hey, could you refer me, but I think, we should probably find someone who's more of a vacant land specialist because we want to do new construction build, or like, I don't know until it's time, so make friends. As many as you can. And then you can go in and you can go, okay, so yeah, Steve closed 16, listings sold 8, buy sides 8, Chris Suarez, here's Darcy. You want to know more about Darcy, click on her profile. Industry leader, Darcy has co-founded a successful real estate business, Like, I'm going to take the time to like read this and hear if it's something that I'm like, oh, I could connect with her on that. Talk about your kids, talk about your pets, tell them where you're from. Make sure it sounds like you in your bio, because that's going to be what people connect with. Oh, military vet, like, oh, you've got, grandkids, or here's a picture of your dog, like whatever.
Bio that clients would see, or just
only Keller Williams agents are going to see this bio. Yep. Awesome. Does that help? Mm-hmm. Cool. Now, a couple things Malia had asked about. So I want to make sure that we talk about it. The question was, in KDub Command, when it's a PO box, how do you manually go in and put an address? Do you want to answer that real fast? It won't take long.
Basically, from what I got from it, is stopping. I know we did it in tech class the other day.
Yeah, I just want to show, because would it be helpful for everyone to kind of see how that happens? Okay. So log into Command, and if you haven't logged into Command yet, just come on Tuesdays at 12:15, okay? And every Tuesday, 12:15, we're gonna spend 45 minutes and go through this step by step. So if you've got a contact, and the contact doesn't have an address attached to it, and it's because it is there isn't an address, so it's a PO box or whatever else, like this one here, okay? So this contact doesn't have an automatic address because I haven't put in an address for this contact. So you can actually go in and click Add Neighborhood, search for a neighborhood, and then you can actually then go in and say, I want to search for, let's pretend it's, you know, Federal Way, Washington, or a specific neighborhood like, oh, there's Regency Woods. Okay, find on the map, there it is there. You can then actually click in you can pick a town, or you could pick, like I said, a Regency Woods, Federal Way. It's probably going to be the opposite, Federal Way. And then zoom in to the particular neighborhood right in around where they live. So you can manually select, there's Capitol Hill, Capitol Hill Central, Capitol Hill below Broadway, Capitol Hill West. So you can manually go in and select and save, even if there's a PO box in that contact's information. Does that make sense? And you can do this and it works anywhere in the nation, you guys. So you've got contacts that are like searching for real estate stuff in Florida because of you being connected here. It's pretty cool. Does that help?
It does. So when they receive that email, and like, let's say that you have chosen those specific areas, when they receive that email from you, can they then change the neighborhood?
So here's the preview of what the consumer client version looks like. It looks like this. And they can go in and they can actually add neighborhoods right here, or they can delete and remove and then click stats and everything else. So the client actually has control. So they can move it around and add a bunch and whatever as well. Yep. All right, so we're going to talk about command a little bit more. The other thing that was talked about earlier was if you don't have an address for someone, we do have stalker tools for real estate agents. It was the class that I taught. If you email me, we'll just reply back with the notes from that. Whitepages.com is free. Everything I do is free. I don't spend money on anything extra, like ever. I'm super frugal. But Realist is the best stalker tool there is. And the way you get there is log into Matrix, click on Realist, and all you need is somebody's name or address or a partial of something, and you'll find it. So the only thing I would say here is less information is more for the system to work, and names that hyphen or space, like my Del Pozo is a space name, that makes life super fun and exciting because certain systems don't like the space, or they automatically put a hyphen in or whatever. But let's say you want to know where I live. You can type in my name, my last name only, and if it's not a common name, I don't have to do a whole lot of searching. You can look right where I live. Like there's a bunch of details, and you want to stalk me, go see what I've paid for my house. So you just double click the address. 2-bedroom, 1 3/4 bath, 1140 square feet, built in 1920. You can click down into the mortgage history. You can see the old listing of what it was on the market for just by clicking here of when it sold in 2016. That's what it looked like then. Like there's a ton of info that we get.
So I have one question. Let's say you found a property that you like, or you're trying to list it, and you can't get in touch with the owner. What would you do? You can't. There's like not a way to get in touch with them.
You know where they live, you just don't have an email or phone number?
Yeah, like even if you have a phone number, it's outdated.
I would probably send a note card with a business card and say, please call me, and I'd go knock on the door. Yeah, and White Pages is a great place. Like you can see, like you can actually, the MLS price was $409, then it was $369, and then it actually sold. I bought it for $349.9. I took out a mortgage for $279. Like you can get all up in people's business without even having to ask a bunch of questions. It's fabulous. And then the other one is whitepages.com. Don't pay for this. If you go stalk and search for someone, says that Dave's in his 60s. Michael Jordan? How cool is that? Your name's Michael Jordan. So Dave is in his 60s. If I click into here, says age 62. It says that he's related to Brian, Chantel Jordan, and then it says, you know, unlock, whatever. You don't need to do that. It's saying that there's a Dave Jordan in Puyallup, right? So then you can just literally, oh, where did my real list go? There we go. Puyallup. So you could just go here and go Jordan, comma, space, David, Jordan. And then it's in Puyallup, so then you could actually change your region up here and remove all of your states so that only Pierce County shows up. Take out all the little ones here. And then you could potentially look and see where does Dave live? Dave and Diane. Dave lives at 1504 Vista Drive in Puyallup. And last time it was on the market was 2003. There's the old listing. And he bought it for $194. So you got someone's last name, you met them at a party, like seriously, we get so much information on people without having to ask them a bunch of information, right? Just by using the free stalker tools that we have. So whitepages.com, Realist is amazing. There's another one like People Finder or whatever, County Record. Like a lot of this though is actually gonna show up all on your Realist. And so from there, if you've got someone's name, but you don't know where they live, that's probably one of the quickest, easiest places to go is just go to Realist. And then send them a note card, business card, whatever else. Is that helpful?
Yes.
Okay.
I also use Pozo, S-P-O-K-E-O.
Okay. Cool. All right. So what we're going to cover today, that's good. That was Realist Stalker Tools, right? We talked about command adding an address manually. There were other notes that he mentioned. Stalker notes, Realist, lookup, add a neighborhood. We talked about how to set up your bio and your profile on KW Connect. All right, so let's get into class. Page 7, don't skip this. Don't skip the activities. You're supposed to make 10 new friends every single day. The easiest, quickest way to do this is to hold an open house. Hold an open house, door knock a few doors this way, door knock a few doors that way, invite neighbors to come over, and the best script for that is, hey, have you ever been inside that house?
No.
The owners aren't home right now, you should come with me. Come on. Just do that. And some people, okay, and they just walk out of their house and follow you because we like snooping. We all like snooping. It shocked me when she just, okay, and she just like started walking. I was like, wow.
That's what happened to me last weekend.
Just say it just like that. Hey, the owners aren't home. Come on over and check it out. People will take you up on the offer. Oh, no, I'm busy. Okay, great. Well, I'm holding an open house there tomorrow. Come tomorrow between 2 and 4. You can check out the house. By the way, do you like living here?
Yes.
You do? Why?
It's a great neighborhood.
It's a great neighborhood. Why is that?
It's a great community of people.
It's a great community of people. What do you mean by that?
Everyone here is friendly and helpful, and we all get along.
That's great. That's great. Well, it looks like you're a twin, like of that house. Like the floor plan kind of looks similar to yours.
Okay.
So when it sells, you'll kind of have an idea of what your house is worth. That would probably be valuable to you, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Would it be okay if I get your email address and I'll just send you an email update when that house sells?
Sure.
Cool. And come to the open house tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Have a great day.
You too.
I just met him, right? I met him. Eyeball to eyeball, I met him. I know where he lives. I have his address. I'm going to send him a note card. He's going to come to my open house. If he doesn't, I'll go find him. And then I got his email address, and that house closes. That house wasn't even mine, right? It's not my listing. I'm just holding it open. I set a reminder for my calendar for that MLS number so that, 3-4 weeks out, did that house ever sell? And when it did, now I can follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Don't say something to someone and then don't do it. It's going to build and establish a relationship with a stranger if 4 weeks from now, hi, it's me again.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
good to see you. Congratulations, this house sold, and you now have an extra $35,000 of equity in your home. Do you know what your approximate payoff is right now?
I do.
What is it?
It's about 50 grand.
Wow. Have you ever thought about investing in real estate?
I thought about it, yes.
If you were to invest, where would you want to invest?
I don't know. Can you recommend some places?
Sure, we should talk. When do you have time? You should come to the office and I've got a packet of information all about investing in real estate. We should meet.
Okay.
Great. It's the follow-up conversation because I'm not just any other agent that knocked on a door, held an open house. Everyone does that. Agreed?
I agree.
I actually followed up. Grab the MLS, drop it in an event on my calendar for 3-4 weeks down the road. It sells. I come back. I just built validity with him. And I made a new friend. Don't skip this activity. Connect with 10 people. Make 10 new friends. Connect with 10 people. Nothing to do with real estate, but like Dan was saying, just go deeper in relationship. Like, hey, how's it going? Thinking of you today. You don't even have to bring up real estate. You're connecting with 10 people that are already in your phone. Do you know how many people you have in your phone right now? Let's do that. Pull out your phones. Where's my phone? Pull out your phone. Go to your contacts. So pull out your phone. Go to your contacts.
Where does it show how many?
If you're an Apple user, back out of a particular contact that you're in, and then hit the little number button that takes you all the way beyond the Z's. Like right at the, scroll down, 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 down. Far, 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 far. Way down. Android users, it's going to be upper right, I think, right?
Yeah, at the bottom.
Cool. And then right at the very bottom, it's going to give you a number. And Android is probably, where is
It's
it?
a very old one. I found it on my Android. Yeah, it was all the way down at the bottom. Like the little alphabet came up, and then I scrolled all the way
Right
down.
there. Perfect. So you've got 123 people that need to know that you're thinking about real estate. Hi, I'm Rebecca.
Michael.
Nice to meet you. All right, how many do you have? Perfect. Perfect. How many do you have? Holy moly. What are you, a mega agent that's been in real estate for years? All right, you win.
What does he have?
16,000.
Oh my God.
I hope you have some in group.
16 grand, that's crazy.
Is there any advice you would give new agents in the room if you could do it all over again and go back to your first month in real estate?
Oh, there's lots of things. Don't listen to. I'm Jonathan Harper, by the way. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to anybody that tells you that the market's bad or you can't do it. And show up to work. This is a job. You're starting a business. Everybody wants to get into real estate to have more free time. And that happens eventually. But it doesn't happen right away. You've got to treat it like a job. If you're not giving this job 40 hours a week, it's going to be really hard to make it. But good news is there's lots of people that don't give it that much time, and there's always opportunity. One quote from our CEO that really helped me, Gary Keller, he says, the only market that matters is yours. So I don't care whether real estate's going up, down, sideways, interest rates are going up or down. If I sell a house today, I'm happy. That's all that matters. Always real estate being sold. Worst recessions, bad economy, good economy, there's always something being sold. So you just need to make sure that that sign has your name on it.
Yeah, Jonathan says real estate is boring. You do boring things and make a lot of money. But so many people want to skip the boring things, right? Jonathan did Ignite session, I think it's session 3 or 4, where you're supposed to go and actually interview the ALC or top producing agents in the office. So before Ignite even existed, he was doing the activities of the homework that you're going to be given in a couple of sessions. You could start now if you want, and you go and interview agents in the office and just ask that one simple question. If you could do it over again, what would you do different in your first month of business? And you'll get different answers from different people. And the same people will give you different answers depending on the day. Like my answer changes, because in that moment I'm like, wow, the pain of my day yesterday, I'm like, gosh, I wish I would have done this. How to utilize the realist report, there's a class for it, you guys, at the MLS. It's a 2 or 3 hour class all about how to utilize that one tool that I just dabbled in just a little bit. Attorneys teach amazing classes in real estate. The top 10 mistakes that real estate agents make. That was a class I went and took and paid to sit in a room with a real estate attorney for 5 hours one day. What did I leave with? All the things not to do in my business from that point forward. Things I'd never even considered or thought about, but they were the common mistakes that agents made that ended up in potential lawsuit. You have to treat this like a business. And right now in the beginning, it's all about learning and then getting the experience and then learning some more and getting experience and then learning some more and keep going. So, all right, page 7 is your report of your actual activities. Of the 10 to 20 people you just connected and made friends with, you're gonna send note cards and then you're gonna go preview houses, okay? All right, so let's stand up, and on page 8, we're gonna do this together. Stand up, smile on your face, twinkle in your eye. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna say, opportunities come easily to me.
Opportunities come easily to me.
Say it again. Opportunities come easy to me. Say it again. Opportunities come easily to me. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes. And you're driving down the road and you're on your way to your first listing appointment. Close your eyes. Now repeat after me. This listing is mine if I want it. This listing is mine if I want it. All right, open your eyes. You can have a seat. Not all listings are listings you're gonna want. In this business, in the beginning, yeah, you're gonna be working with some crazies and you're just like, why am I doing this? This is ridiculous, because you're just in the launch phase of your business. But eventually, once you get to year 3 or 4, you can get more particular about things. And what I would have wished back then is maybe be a little more particular right from the get-go. Don't go in all these different directions just for a potential lead. And if you ever are in an appointment where you feel unsafe, a little awkward, or you're just like, I don't like this person, you don't have to work with them. You can refer them to someone else. And you just say, hey, based on the conversation we've just had, I don't know that I'm the right person for you to get the best care possible. Would it be okay if I referred Stephanie to you? She's sold like tons of homes in this neighborhood. I get a referral. She's happy to take them. It's a neighborhood she's familiar with. I get 25% of a commission and I can move on to the things I really enjoy doing. And you've got to make sure you're surrounding yourself with really great clients that you're excited to work with. Okay, so goal number 1, we're gonna call. It says to make contact with as many people as possible. Number 2, ask for referrals. And number 3, offer your KW search app. So let's pull out your phones, and you should have your KW app. This isn't the Kelly app, but this is the Keller Williams app. It's the one that's red with the KW that's white. And when you pull this up, yeah.
I still can't make my own.
That's the different app you're talking about, the bigger one.
You can't find your agent? Did you ask Courtney?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You have to email tech and then, okay.
Sets you up as a client.
So maybe it's them.
So the KW,
On mine, I can find myself, but the make my agent button.
the little button thing isn't there?
So, search. There I am.
There it is.
Oh,
Click that.
see.
Hit OK.
Now my app's connected.
There you are.
Okay.
Then you hit share right there.
app.
And then text. and then text that to a loved one right now and say, check my app out.
I've been using that. And
Awesome.
You're talking about the Kelly app, right?
No, talking about the KDub app. Okay,
My favorite thing, I literally do this while I'm driving down the road near my home.
okay, so click agent search. So right here, oh wait.
Search.
Yep.
He's not licensed, so.
Okay, so it's eventually when you are licensed, it's gonna show up. You're there, good job, then hit share.
So did you sign in with your
And then
email?
you've got it?
So that, yeah.
Okay, so if you're could you find yourself on that list?
Client underneath of himself. So he has a different login.
Hang on a sec.
Somewhere.
So find your name there.
And see, I was just in that, and it's never had an opportunity for me to make it my own or whatever the button says. I thought they had said there's supposed to be like a button somewhere.
So what I would do is I would delete the app and reinstall it and try that again.
Today is my first day.
Sweet. Okay, click agent search. So you may or may not be in the system yet. So type in your name.
I'm addicted to HomeSpotter, so it's really hard for me to switch over to this.
Don't have to do all of that. You should be able just to click
So
done.
I have like every single client on HomeSpotter, so it's like, ugh. You
Have
gotta
you figured
start
out a way
switching
to
over.
save, like a lot of times when I like plan my viewing days, like.
Not yet. Okay, so normally within a few days, it will pop up. You're gonna save it as your agent because then your name and information shows up at the bottom. And then you can share the app. But until it's yours, you don't wanna share it. Once it's yours, then you share it. Okay, guys, listen up. Listen up. The app itself right now, listen, this is important. The app itself right now is the consumer-facing app, and it is not as user-friendly as Redfin, Zillow, or any of the other apps that are out there right now, okay? So we all know that. Here's the reason why. We're under contract with the company that designed and created the app that's on your phone right now, okay? However, there's going to be a morning when we wake up and it will have updated itself because the contract of the company that created and designed the app that's currently on your phone will have expired, and Keller Williams already has the new consumer app ready. And overnight, it will be just like an update on your phone. You won't even realize it happened, but the same app, you won't have to download a new app. It will be the same app on your phone, will have updated itself, and it is going to revolutionize real estate, okay? It's, seriously, they have Zillow, Redfin, all the best apps of local brokerages up on one screen. They're only testing consumers with this app, and we will literally wake up one morning and you will want every single person working on your app. Because the more people working on your specific app, the more friends you have, the more contacts you have, right? And it will be more difficult for someone to want to log out and just go work with some other app because the app itself is gonna be crazy. It's literally gonna be very similar to Pinterest, like because you like this or because you clicked on this particular white kitchen photo, can we suggest all these other white kitchen listings? Can we do that right now on the MLS? HomeSpotter can't do that right now. Because you clicked on this backyard patio with cutesy little lights, do you want to see another one that has a covered backyard patio? Let us suggest this. It's going to change the way real estate is done. So even though the app right now isn't the greatest, get it on everybody's phones and explain it to them and just go, our app is about to get a huge update and I want you to be the first to have it.
Do you know when this update is going to be?
Nobody knows. Okay. They can't tell us because contractually they can't say because of the agreement they're in right now. All we've been told is what's coming is going to be amazing, and so you want to make sure that you're getting this app and sharing it with as many people as you possibly can. You can share it by text, Facebook, email, it's all there when you're clicking share, okay? All right, page 9. Hi, it's Rebecca with Keller Williams. Your name was given to me by a close friend of both of ours, and she said that I should give you a call. Is now a good time to talk for a few minutes? Great. So Casey said that you're thinking about buying or selling a house in the next few months and asked if I would give you a call. And so I just wanted to make sure, or she wanted to make sure, that you're in great hands and that you have the very best, so that's why I'm calling. Since everyone likes to know what houses are selling for, I'd like to share my real estate app with you so you can see what's going on anywhere from your street to anywhere in North America. It's anywhere. So I've literally opened this app in Hawaii. I've opened it up in Laguna Beach. It works everywhere. So even if they're not here locally, no excuse. This app should be on every one of your friends, family members' phones, okay? So have you seen anything like this so far? Great. Are you working with any other agents? No, that's good. If they are, ask, when are you planning a move? Have you listed with another agent? No, excellent. Great, the next step is for us to get together. I can answer all your questions and explain how the entire process works. Write this down somewhere on the side. We should meet. All these words on this page get overwhelming sometimes. However, these scripts are timeless and they've been proven to work to sell real estate really well at a very high level. So until you're writing scripts that are closing deals, we should probably use these ones for a little while. Yeah?
Need something to write.
Need something to write with.
You're gonna go. Having all of our homes pen. I was on the end. So I see it at every server at every restaurant I go to. Nice meeting you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for being here with us, Stephanie. Okay, so real quick before we move on, Jonathan Harper, #1 bank-owned listing specialist in the entire county, one of the millionaires of our office who will be teaching one of our Ignite sessions. You want to get advice from a millionaire? Hang around him. He oversees our commercial division now. I think one year sold over 300 homes in a year. What was his advice? Don't listen to the naysayers.
Show up, treat it like a job.
Show up and treat it like a job. If I came around and followed you for a day, would the activities you did justify me paying you? If I came through and followed you around yesterday, would the activities you did yesterday justify me writing you a check? Like what things, give me examples of what things you did that would have qualified as worthy of a paycheck.
Yeah, I met with Dan to start the productivity coaching.
So that's coaching, yep.
And then I went home and nested.
Yep.
But I did talk with a couple of friends that were, they're renting now, and I had mentioned a couple of things to them and
awesome.
Got them chatting with my lender.
So then I would
in person.
So then I would have known that you've made contact with people because you added them to command.
Yeah.
Right? You got their name, their phone number, their email address. And would you guys agree that what she was doing was a business related activity right there? Yeah, absolutely. Think about that. Every single morning you wake up unemployed. Right?
You're not unemployed if you work business.
Well, I'm unemployed every single day. Am I doing the activities that would be worthy of employment? And right now in the beginning, going to classes counts. It's your onboarding. It's you learning your craft. It's you practicing how to write offers. It's you previewing properties, right? So these activities and these scripts are here to be a guide to get you going in the right direction. Turn the page. Hey, this is Rebecca. Do you have a moment? I'd like to share some exciting news with you. I've become a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty, and with this new partnership, I have all the knowledge working for me. Plus, my clients get all of my enthusiasm and hard work. I thought about sharing this with you because I knew you would be someone to help me grow my business. First, I'd like to share my real estate app with you. You can see what's going on everywhere, from your street to anywhere around North America. It's totally free, no cost to you. And I'm going to send you a text because right now it's going through a bit of an overhaul, and it's going to be pretty cool once it's updated, so I wanted you to be the first to know. So do you know of anyone at work, your neighborhood, a group that you belong to that's thinking or talking about real estate right now? Can you think of anyone? Thanks for taking a moment to think about it. I have a wealth of interesting and timely information about real estate in your area, and I'd love to send it to you. Let me make sure I've got your current email and address. And can you do me a favor, if you hear of anyone that has any questions about anything regarding real estate, anywhere in the world, write that down on the side, anywhere in the world, would you keep me in mind? Thanks so much for your time and for your help. Let me know if there's ever anything I can do to help you. That's page 10. Remind them you're in real estate. Hey, do you have a moment? Hey, it's been a while and I apologize. I haven't stayed in better touch. It's been crazy. I've been busy growing my real estate business. This is page 11. And I'm working with such great clients. And so I wanted to I wanted to share with you that I've got a personal goal to help 50 families between now and the end of the year. And so it takes people to help me do this. So can I count on you to help me reach my goal? First, I want to share my app with you, and you can share it with anyone else. It's totally free. And can you do me a favor, if you ever hear of anyone with any real estate question about anything to do with real estate anywhere in the world, will you call me first? Because I'm a part of the largest real estate network of real estate agents, over 190,000 agents around the world standing by to help anyone anywhere in the world. Do we talk that way? What do you mean? You're in Puyallup. Yeah, and one of the gifts of real estate is that I can connect you with an agent in Oklahoma, and that agent goes and does all the work and sells the house or helps them find a house. And then as a thank you for helping connect you to that agent, I get a referral fee for it. It's an incredible gift that Keller Williams has given us. Do you talk that way? Anywhere in the world? Next page, 12, handwritten notes. At the bottom of the page, I recommend this. Write it down right here. 2 lines max. Write that down. 2 lines max. And then write the word Sharpie. So when you write notes, a lot of times people think you have to write this big long thing. You don't. Just grab a Sharpie, because it fills the space more, and just go, thanks so much for taking my call. I'm here to help when the time is right. Malia. Business card, drop it in the mail, off you go. 2 lines max, keep it simple. The idea of, I have to sit there and I have to write this big long note card and whatever, you get overwhelmed and then you don't do it at all. And then you're not going to come and graduate out of this program having any kind of success story. Just simplify this, all the things we're talking about, let's simplify it. 2 lines max and a note card, okay? Page 13. In power session number 2, who taught that class, power session number 2? Was that Kelly? You committed to build your database and launch your contacts on touch campaigns. To continue to add to your database, you're going to need to lead generate for additional contacts. Why is active lead generation important?
Because you need to continually do that to grow your business and to have money the next month.
Yeah. Well, is there anyone in the room that's been in the business longer than 5 years? You're in the launch phase of your business. And so you don't have the gift of lead receiving right off the bat. So write that down. I'm lead generating versus lead receiving. Generating means I have to go find my business. I've got to call people, I got to text people, I got to get billboards out, I got to tell the world, like, I'm in real estate. I got to go find my business. Lead receiving is the gift of real estate and referrals, but normally that doesn't happen right off the bat. Only a few key people, if they've been in different businesses and they've already been lead generating, they just so happen to sell clothing, or they're lead generating and they just so happen to sell candles, or they're lead generating, they just so happen to sell Xerox copy machines that have a really strong, heavy network of people already, can get into real estate and be in the receiving position. Does that make sense? They were lead receiving, they just so happened to sell insurance. They'd already been doing all of the touches and all the activities. And I always kind of explain it like almost like a tsunami. You're doing all these activities, and you're doing calls, you're previewing houses, you're sending note cards, you're texting people, you're calling and leaving voice messages. You're doing all these activities and nothing's happening. And you get really frustrated as a brand new agent. You're like, I'm doing all these things, I'm holding all these open houses and nothing's happening. And then like a tsunami comes and just whoosh, and now all of a sudden you get all this business that starts coming to you, and so many people quit before that happens.
And I think that if you're not comfortable, like, with the door knocking and all of that stuff, you just kind of have to push yourself a little each time, and it gets easier.
It does get easier. It's uncomfortable in the beginning. It's awkward. You're just like, I'm gonna fumble over my words, but nobody knows. Nobody knows the script, you guys. Only you know if you messed up or not. The client and the consumer, you know more than them. Michael, you said it's your first day?
Yes.
It's Michael.
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Burks.
Michael Burks, welcome. You're no longer the newest agent in the office. You're no longer the newest agent in the office. Michael is right now. And you know what? Tomorrow, you're not going to be the newest guy. Okay? So here's the thing. When you go out and you talk to someone right now, let's just pretend that there is a seller that calls you and says, hey, I need to sell my house. Can you help me? What are you going to say?
Yes.
Yes, yep, smile on his face. He said yes. That's the best script. Yes, I can. Any question regarding anything to do with real estate, smile on your face. The answer is yes, I can. Even if you don't even know if you can or not, the answer is yes, you can. Because we'll figure it out, okay? So someone calls you and says, can you help me sell my house? You say,
Yes, I can.
yes, I can. And then you say, we should meet. Say that.
We should meet.
We should meet. And that's the easiest script. We should meet. And then you need to get the address of where you're going to meet, right? Smile on your face. Yes, I can. We should meet. Those are the simplest things of real estate to remember, okay? Michael, when you go meet that seller, let's just together, let's agree, that seller, how many houses do you think that seller sold in the last year? Zero. Maybe one. Maybe they sold another. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it could be one or two, right? How many homes have we sold as an office in the last year?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Yeah. Has that seller gone through the excitement and the joy of the 90 clock hours that you had to go through and endure to get his real estate license? Has that seller had 90 hours of real estate class training like you have?
Yes.
Has the seller had that?
No.
No. No. So do you know more than that seller about real estate in today's market and the best practices of real estate right now?
Yeah.
You know more than him. Smile on your face. Yes, I can help you. We should meet. You know more than them. And we know more than they do as a collective office. And there are people here to help you at every step along the way. So, what did you just hear? Smile on your face. Yes, I can help.
We should meet.
We should meet. And you know more than them. Everything else we will help you with. If you find someone and they want to write an offer, we'll help you with that. If you find someone and they want to sell their house, Michael, we will give you a for sale sign for free. It's like $5 to $10 to buy a name writer. I'll give you the name and the company of who digs the hole and puts the posts in the sign, in the ground. We literally have the forms to use. Like, we've got you covered. Your job is go find your business. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So why is active lead generation important? This is how you're going to survive. Active lead generation ensures that not only will you get business quickly, but when done consistently, it ensures a steady stream of income. So just say no roller coaster. That's the simplest answer. Just write no roller coaster. If I consistently lead generate, I won't have the crazy ups, the crazy downs of real estate. No roller coaster. What do you think is different about the lead generation of successful agents compared to their not so successful peers? Consistency? Persistence? Just write daily habit. Daily habit. Daily habit, because it is kind of boring. You're doing the same thing every day. 10 contacts, 10 connects, 10 note cards, 10 previews. It's kind of boring. And yet the joy of real estate is there's such variety within that boring. It's 10 different people, 10 different personalities, 10 different houses with different, cool features. And that's what I love about real estate, is that you could do this whole transaction and work a checklist, but the personality type of your client is going to completely change how it all goes, right? On the bottom of your page, does it show page 13? Does it have the quote there at the bottom? Success leaves clues. Agents who take Ignite achieve 71% more contacts, 65% more calls, and 88% more previews. They grow their market share and create opportunities. As you preview properties, what does the MLS require you to do with every single house you walk through? You have to leave a business card. You know what that does? It communicates to other agents you're doing the activities, because they don't know that you didn't bring a buyer with you or not, do they? They don't know. But gosh, agents start noticing, whew, Karina, gosh, Karina must sell a bunch of houses. I see her business cards everywhere. You're doing the activities that realtors are supposed to be doing. Previews are a big part of that.
So it could be any real estate agency company, and you could just leave a card.
Yep. You're going to take an MLS class, and they say, here are the rules. We all cooperate in our multiple listing together to show each other's properties. When you walk through a house, you're required to leave a business card behind. And it's any company within the MLS. We're all cooperating. Yep.
Is there a group of agents that do tours? I used to have that at my previous brokerage, and I really enjoyed going out as a group and just knocking out like 10 houses in a day.
Yeah.
Morning or
we were just talking about that. We want to start a group like that.
Yeah, I was gonna message the office, but
yeah,
I'm gonna wait for somebody to say something.
Yeah, it's something we used to do. They called it caravanning, right? We'd go caravan through specific things, and I would love to do that. And I'd love to, I can take the lead on it. We find just 1 hour, right? We can't, we've got to be purposeful about what we're doing. Find houses within a particular area and then just go knock them all out. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. And when you're previewing houses, the quickest, easiest way is when you're logged into Matrix, search for single family, active, and then down below where it says listing office, we could do just our office ones. 9385 is our number. There's 114 listings right now that our office is carrying.
That's awesome.
We're the #1 office in the entire multiple listing right now. We've sold the most homes for 2.5 years running, you guys. Do you say that in your listing appointments? You're hiring the winning team. There's over 2,000 offices in the entire multiple listing, and Keller Williams Puyallup has sold the most homes of all of those offices. Of all the Keller Williams offices and of all the other John L. Scott's, Windermere's, and everybody else. So hire the winning team. Mm-hmm. They do things at a high level and they've got consistent business track record. Hire me. Because I'm backed by the winning team in real estate right now. So I could go vacant, because then you're not having to displace someone. There's 45 to look at. Put it up on a map, and then just map your way to work one day and go knock out a bunch of them, or find which ones are close to you, or whatever else. And then what you're talking about is we could identify a few and actually put together like a couple brokers opens, right? And then maybe some other vacant ones, and not really displace too many people, and kind of go knock out, 5 or 6.
What it used to be is agents who had listings come up that week, they would bring their listing and we'd map it out, and then we'd all fill out what do we think about the price? What do we think about the house?
Feedback.
What is your review? What is your feedback? And then we'd all.
So back in the day so 2003 when I got started, we would do that. And then the market got so hot that houses weren't on the market long enough for us to do that.
Yeah.
Now, as the market starts to shift a little bit, we probably have more time to actually do that, because sometimes properties would come on the market and then they'd sell before we could even do it, right? So I want to do it. I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Camaraderie too.
Absolutely. Great networking opportunities. At the growth committee, we had talked about doing previews for what purpose? What do we do?
For growth.
For growth, what do you mean?
Oh, for meeting agents and also networking with others.
Yeah, networking with other agents. And you preview and go, gosh, that was beautiful. Or that weird beeping of the smoke alarm is going off. You probably want to get new batteries in it. Or, hey, it was a little mucky, and so I wiped up the mud marks in the back door. Or if it's vacant, sometimes agents aren't walking through their own listings regularly. What would that agent have to say to you if you called them giving them that kind of feedback?
Thank you.
Thanks. You just saved me 45 minutes because I'm an agent up in Seattle and I haven't even walked through that listing in the last month. Thanks so much. And then you've got relationship that's building, right? You could say, hey, you're in Seattle? Gosh, that's a long way to drive. I literally live right down the street. Could I hold an open for you? If you get a sign call or an online lead, I literally live right down the street. Call me. I'm going to text you. Save my number. Use me. I'd love to help you. Do you think that agent would want your help? That's how agents here write up offers all the time. It's just putting yourself out there, not just to clients, but to other agents. And it happened because of preview. So we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
We will make it happen. Okay, make it happen. That's what it says right here. Page 14, make it happen. Lead generation, it's job number 1. Prospecting is the quickest and most productive way to get leads and appointments for the business. The quantity of leads and the quality of appointments you obtain is a direct reflection of your prospecting efforts. So agents, if you don't have appointments, it means you're not prospecting for new business. So then we've got to go back to the activities. What is it that you're doing? And okay, we'll get to it. I'm getting excited. Okay, look at page 14. Look at the funnel. You need so many. You need so many leads. That's why, Justin, point above your head. What's the foundation of our business? The foundation. And until you have so many you don't know what to do with and you feel like you need to hire an assistant, that's your job. Everyone wants to skip. But really, look at how wide, that's the base. That's the base of your business, is you need leads. And then we focus on listings. Why? Because for every one listing you have, you should expect 2 closings coming your way. You've got a listing, that was your first real estate transaction. You should expect that there's 2 more closings coming to you. Why? Because you're holding it open? Because you sent out just listed postcards? Because you've been marketing it all over Facebook and Instagram? Because you've been telling everybody about it? Because you're calling people, right? One listing equals 2 closings. Write that down. One listing equals 2 closings. In the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, he goes into more detail of that, but that's the simplest way to explain it. Now, her brand new listing is a condo, and that condo association doesn't allow for a sign and post to be put outside, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because if it was a regular single-family home, your billboard just went up. It's your name, it's your phone number. So people are gonna call and go, hey, what can you tell me? It's called a sign call. What can you tell me about that listing of yours? Is it still available? One listing equals 2 closings because of all the activities you're gonna do around that listing, okay? Leads then lead to appointments. Appointments lead to agreements, and agreements lead to contracts. And contracts, circle, $, hello, that's payday. That's how you get paid. And you need so many of them. Because look at this little dot right here. This little dot said that they're gonna sell in 3 months, but they lie. It was really 7. And then this one over here said, oh, they're gonna sell in the next year or less, but it really ended up being 2. And you're trying to build your business and try to plan out how often you're gonna make money. And life circumstance, you can't control that. So you need so many leads at that upper part of the funnel because of all the different timelines involved that are then gonna lead to the appointments that then take you to agreements, contracts, and actual closing. I just made money. Does that make sense? You need a lot of leads. Prospecting is an investment and a commitment to your business. Prospecting is critical to your business for the following reasons. Page 15. Prospecting. Write down free. Does it cost me any money to go preview houses? Just a little bit of gas money and a little bit of a business card, right? Next one, I'm in control. I'm in control. I control how many open houses I hold. I control how many doors I go knock on. I control how many businesses I go. And do you door knock businesses? Kyle held an open house. He didn't get enough people through his open house. And he was serious about the goal that he had set. And he came in, he goes, you know what I did? I'm like, what'd you do? He's like, well, I held the open house in Enumclaw because that's my neighborhood, I know it best. He goes, I only had a couple people come through the open house and it wasn't enough for the pipeline goal that I need. So I just went downtown Enumclaw, business to business, gave them all my business cards, asked for theirs and said I was gonna add them to my favorites list and just start helping them grow their businesses. So when you're prospecting, you're in control. You're serious about your goals, then you probably have some pretty big numbers you've got to hit, right? Next is it increases your confidence. So just put confidence boost. When you're prospecting, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Like Tina said, gosh, I'm out of my comfort zone, super uncomfortable. I just don't even know if it's gonna come out right. It's like your first time. And then you do it again, you're like, oh, that got a little easier. Next time, oh, I almost did that without having to look at my notes. And you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it. And when someone says, oh, I wanna master this, I wanna master my buyer consultation. Write down master equals 10,000 hours. Write that down. Master equals 10,000 hours. So if you're frustrated with how your buyer consultation went, just ask yourself the question, have I done this 10,000 hours worth yet? Nope. Open houses don't always work for me. Have you done it for 10,000 hours? Nope. Then you're not a master at it yet, so you can't complain that it isn't working. Because in all the things you're doing, you're gaining experience. You're failing forward, as I like to say. You're learning from it, so you're growing and you know better next time, right? Prospecting, next one, keeps you in direct contact with the market. When you're prospecting, when you're calling people, well, in order to talk to people and they say, well, hey, Justin, you're in real estate now. What's the market like? You go, that's a great question. Anytime someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer, you answer with, that's a great question. Because saying it just like that, they've actually done studies and it lets your brain relax a little bit and actually go back into your memory, into your like file of facts back here to go, do I even know the answer? Do I know the answer? By you responding to a question with, that's a great question, gives you just a few seconds worth to literally make all of that happen in your head Justin, how's the real estate market? That's a great question. Where do you live? What's your zip code? Let me do a quick market snap and I'll text it to you. Because if someone says, well, how's the market? That's what they always ask. Oh, how's the real estate market? You know what? It varies right now. It varies by a couple things. One, are you in Seattle proper or not? Are you over 500,000 or not? Houses under 4 are moving pretty fast, right? Like, you can't say, oh, the market's great. That's like, everybody knows that. They can Google it. So the response is, that's a great question. Where do you live? What's your zip code? Let me just do a quick snap of the market in your neighborhood and I'll send it to you. And in the Kelly snap that we're referring to, you're literally snapping around their zip code and then you can text it to them and it's branded. It's got Justin's face, it's got his smile, his name, his number and everything, and now they've got, oh yeah, Justin knows real estate. Why are the benefits that we just wrote down important to you, a new agent? Why are these things important?
It's going to help you grow your business.
It's going to help grow your business. The myth is that prospecting equals annoying people, which equals rejection. The truth is that prospecting equals meeting people and building purposeful business. Relationships equal a strong real estate business. It is a relationship game. Page 16. The 4 C's of prospecting. Prospecting is a conversation. Circle that. It's a conversation. It's all about creating the kind of personal connections that will lead to purposeful relationships you can build a business on. Remember when I went to Graham's house because I was holding an open house and we had a conversation? Have you ever been inside that house?
No.
Oh, you haven't? You should come to the open house on, it's tomorrow 2 to 4. Before I go, one quick question. Do you like living here?
Yes.
You do? Why is that?
It's a great neighborhood and I like the people.
It's a great neighborhood and you like the people. Why is that?
Everyone's pretty friendly.
Everyone's pretty friendly. Can you give me an example of that?
This older lady, when I first moved in, she baked me some chocolate chip cookies.
Oh.
That was awesome.
She really did that.
She really did.
That doesn't happen often anymore that people actually do that. That's pretty cool to hear. Did it sound like I just nailed him with why? Did it sound conversational?
Yes.
Did I repeat back what he said? Did it sound like it though?
No.
All you need to do is remember this. You don't want to be the one talking. You want them talking. So the easiest way to get someone else talking is ask why. Why do you like living here? Oh, really? Why is that? Because the people are friendly? Can you give me an example of that? It's always responding back with a question that gets that other person and keeps them talking. And the more they're talking, the more information gathering you're doing, aren't you? You want to build relationship with people. You want to build rapport with people. People want to feel as though you care about them. And one of the easiest ways you can do that is to ask questions. Ask why. So you first capture a lead by getting their contact information. Then you connect by establishing relationship. Finally, you close them for an appointment, and eventually to buy real estate or sell real estate. 4, you cultivate them to maintain and strengthen your relationship. Business building conversations aim to achieve these goals. Get an appointment. We should meet. Oh no, we're not really going to do anything right now. Okay, well, if you hear of anyone interviewing a real estate agent, will you think of me? Get the referral. Right there, that's 1 and 2. Get an appointment. If they turn you down, then you say, well, if you hear of anyone interviewing a real estate agent, will you think of me? And then always try to strengthen the relationship. Capture. The goal of building a database is to capture as many haven't mets as possible and turn them into mets as quickly. Then turn your mets into repeat and referral business. Now, I'm going to show you something that's not in the book. These are your haven't mets. A bunch of people here that you just don't know. Then you've got your mets group. You've met them. I just met Graham. I knocked on his door. I met her at the ladies' night last night. I met him at an open house. If I've met you, I shook your hand, we had eye contact, some sort of connection, we've met. Then you've got allied resources. These are people that are already in real estate in some shape or form. Loan officers, title officers, home inspectors, carpet cleaners, window washers, gutter cleaners, right? You've got people that are allied resources in real estate specific. And then you've got your core advocates. Normally this number isn't more than 5 or 10. They're just the people that consistently send business to you. They're the people that believe in you. They're the people that trust you already. They know you. They know you're in real estate. And really what's going to happen is they're going to be the ones that you can count on for good referral business. So, Karina, what did you do before real estate?
I was a nanny.
You were a nanny. And so you worked for different people, and they could be a reference to you showing up and keeping their kids safe, right? They didn't like run into the street or, you know, crazy thing, right? They could speak to your timeliness, your character, your work ethic, just not in real estate specific terms, but in whatever that was, right?
Sure.
You have to build some references right now of people that you worked with or worked for in whatever your previous life was. The first few listings I got were people I worked with at Alaska Airlines. They were my coworkers. They knew I knew nothing about real estate. They knew I knew nothing. And they didn't care because they'd worked with me and they trusted me. They knew I was always there for work early. They knew that I was always researching online and finding answers to things. They knew that I said I would do something and I followed through. And they waited for me to get my real estate license to be able to get my first listing. So if you don't have a few key people, I would say right now this is like the best time that you could ever do this. It's you reaching out to people that used to work for you, you worked with, or you worked for. That's your homework, and that's nowhere in your book. And here's the way it would go, is ring, ring. Hey, Michael?
Hello?
Hi, it's Rebecca Del Pozo. I don't know, do you remember me? We used to work together at Verizon back in the day.
Yes.
So I just have a favor to ask. I just got my real estate license. I took this class with this crazy girl, and she said, I've got to call a bunch of my old coworkers. And so here's the question. If you were to describe me as a coworker in 2 or 3 words, what comes to mind first, and what comes to mind? What are just 2 or 3 words that you would use to describe me when we worked together at Verizon?
Trustworthy, confident, and loyal.
Wow. Trustworthy, confident, and loyal. That means a lot coming from you, because I mean, I think the same about you. You always showed up. I could count on you. You covered my shifts when I was kind of in a bind. So how's work? Are you still at Verizon?
Yes, I am.
You are. Awesome. Well, like I said, I got my real estate license, and I'm going to be interviewing people. So when they want to sell their house, they're going to say, well, why should we hire you, Rebecca? And I'm going to say, well, you know what? I've got references of people who have worked with me, that I've worked for. And so would it be okay if I use those words that you just used, and I could even put you down as a reference for us working together back in the day?
Yes, that's fine.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And by the way, do you own a home right now?
No.
So I'm going to have a first-time home buyers workshop in a couple of months. Would you be interested in wanting to come?
Yes, I'll come.
Okay, awesome. So I'll text you when I've got the info, and thanks again for taking my call. It was good to hear your voice.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Can we do like a role play on like people that are way far away from me that I can't like invite them, like as far as maybe asking them who they know? Like do you know anybody that is looking for a real estate agent right now? I can help anybody in the world.
Okay.
Like, can we do something like that?
Okay.
Sorry to throw you on the spot.
So the script that you want to hear is what to say to people when they're out of state, they're not even...
Right, because all of my contacts, Southern California, Southern Oregon, like, they're not gonna reach out to me up here because they're not gonna know that I can help them wherever they're at.
Right.
So how would I verbalize that to them in a way that they're gonna understand?
Okay, that's a good question. Does that make sense if we role play that real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. In what city?
Beaumont, California. Palm Springs. Do Palm Springs. Let's go south.
Rancho Mirage. Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, Indian Wells.
It's too far out for where I'm at.
Does Bill have a bio?
No.
Nah. Bill just lost.
Bill.
Bummer, Bill. You just lost business, Bill. Philip Lombardi. ALC member, Bold graduate, more than 30 years of real estate experience, handling everything from creating, managing billion-dollar real estate portfolios, owned property since 2003, lived here full-time since 2012, 24 sales in the last 12 months, 10 of them were listings, 12 were buyers, Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Indian Wells, Cathedral City, Desert Hot Springs. Okay, so Philip Lombardi. Ring, ring. Hi, is this Alyssa?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Alyssa, it's Rebecca. I don't even know if you're going to remember me. We used to work together. Oh my gosh, what was the name of that place?
Models Without a Cause.
Yep, exactly. And so I got your name and number from Stacy because I was telling her that I need to reach out to some of the people from way back when, and she had your number, so she shared it with me. And so I just wanted to reach out and check in. I've just got my real estate license, and one of the classes I took, they said, gosh, you never know how many people you could help until you really ask. And so I was just curious, are you still living in the Beaumont area?
Actually, I am, yeah.
Oh, awesome. So I just recently met Philip, and Philip is an agent with Keller Williams, and he's successfully sold a bunch of homes, and he's actually going to be hosting a class about how to buy real estate or how to invest in real estate. And so I was just curious, do you guys own the home that you're in right now?
No, but we're actually looking, and we have friends too.
Cool. So here's the way it works is because I'm a part of Philip's network, because I connect you to him, Philip, being the expert in the area, is going to help you guys out. But because I'm here in Puyallup, Washington, and we've connected, I'd love to stay in touch and see if we could help you guys out in buying a house.
Oh, awesome. I didn't know that you guys could do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Once you're licensed in one state, you can literally sell real estate like around the world. And so if you or you hear of anybody anywhere thinking about real estate, I'd love to be a resource.
Awesome. So do we reach out to you or do we reach out to Philip?
Yeah, just call me. I'm going to do an introduction email to Philip. But yeah, if you've ever got any questions about real estate, this is my cell phone, so save this in your phone. And then as soon as we hang up, would it be okay? I've got this new app that they're testing out, and I'm going to send it to you. You can literally look up properties from anywhere, like literally anywhere in North America. Would you mind checking it out?
Sure.
Cool. Well, tell me a little bit about your family.
What do you mean?
Are you married?
Yeah.
Do you have any kids?
I have 2.
You have 2? Oh my gosh, how old are they?
1 and 8.
1 and 8. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I got your number from Stacy. Are you on Facebook or Instagram or?
I'm on both.
Okay, cool. Well, I will go and find you. I'd love to stay in touch. It was really good to hear your voice.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you reaching out to me.
All right, have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
So you got to do a little bit of work to sound valid, right? But is that a conversation, like, is that helpful?
Absolutely. Yep. Because I just didn't know how to transition the conversation to, like, I can help you wherever you're at because of the referral network thing and all of that. So that was really helpful.
Now, they might not do anything for a really long time, right?
Now that they know me, because they don't know anybody else in real estate, but they know me, they might say, hey,
Yeah.
they're thinking about it and reach out to me, right?
Yeah, so now then you call Philip.
Yep.
Hi, Philip. I just talked to Alyssa, and it doesn't sound like they're like, you know, in the next month or 2, but it sounds like they don't have anyone in the area that they would trust. Would you be open to a referral? What's he going to say?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Do you guys have any upcoming first-time homebuyer classes or how to invest in real estate classes? He's going to say yes. And then you go, great, I'm going to send you a referral through the referrals program with her name, her number. I'd love for you to reach out now and just say, hey, we're here to help when the time's right.
Perfect.
And you do that, and then you follow up and you keep in touch. Now, what just happened with what just happened? What just happened? Did I just make a new friend with an old contact that I didn't really know?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd call her new because I didn't even have her phone number at that point. So does that count as a new contact? Yeah. Did I just call and make a new friend in Philip?
Yep.
So now what can I do? I could send them both notes. How did I reconnect with her?
Facebook, Twitter.
Oh yeah, say Facebook and
Who gave me your number?
Stacy.
So I need to call Stacy and tell her that we just talked. Right?
Right.
And then I probably need to thank Stacy with a note card.
The same questions. So then you got who does she know?
Right?
Okay.
Where does Stacy live?
In Connecticut.
So now you have to go connect with another Keller Williams agent, or that was a new. That should have been a new. And she now has another referral. Can you see what's happened?
Yeah.
Is the 10-4 really that difficult? Oh, by the way, Philip, do you know of an agent here in the greater Seattle, Tacoma area that you would confidently refer if you heard of someone moving here? I'd love the job. So now I put him on a follow-up. I send him a postcard with the picture of the Space Needle that says, anyone moving to Seattle, think of us first. And then would it make sense for me to follow up with him maybe twice a year and just remind him, hey, I don't have any business right now, but gosh, Palm Springs, there's a ton of Canadians. I'm sure I'm going to find someone who wants to move there. You set yourself apart by following up. I've got his number. I've got his email. I can follow up with him.
Is it best to pick up the phone and call an agent, or is it best to email them?
Both.
You can message them on this too.
Yes and yes. And you know what? You should call them because no one else is doing that right now. Call them, leave them a voice message. Hey Malia, it's Rebecca. I just accepted your request on the My Referrals program. And just to reiterate, we're a great team here in the greater LA area, and we'd love to send you guys business if we hear of anyone. And yeah, leave a voice message. That counts as a contact, someone that you've added to command that you're gonna follow up with, right? Absolutely. Okay, so you're capturing, then you're connecting. Then you're closing. Circle number 1. Look, they stole my script. Oh, no, they didn't. I took Ignite over and over and memorized what it was. And I took the one with the least amount of words. Let's meet. An appointment with them, a referral from them, a reciprocal connection with them. In conversation with people, listen to what they're telling you without telling you. How are the kids? Oh, they're great. But gosh, you know, my 8-year-old could really use a tutor, or I need a good babysitter. Listen to the things they're telling you without telling you. And then hang up the phone, and 2 days later, the fortune is in the follow-up. Ring, ring. Hey, is this Alyssa?
Yes, it is.
Hey, remember when we talked a couple days ago, you mentioned that you've got a 1-year-old and an 8-year-old, and I just saw this ad and I thought of you, and it looks like there's like this whole network of babysitters. Would it be okay if I texted it to you real quick?
That'd be so amazing. Thank
Awesome. Have a good day. Bye.
you. Bye.
Does that have anything to do with real estate? Nope. Did I just communicate that I care?
Yes.
That I was listening to what she said? That I was thinking about her 2 days later? That's it. That's it. It's you doing those kinds of follow-ups over and over. Soft close. I really enjoyed visiting with you. When would you like to get together and discuss things further? Hey, can we meet today, or would tomorrow be better? Indirect close. Would it be okay if I got you some information to look over and then we could meet to discuss it? The trial close. Number 5. I think you would agree that we have gone over enough today that meeting would be our next step. Okay, that's too many words, and I would never say it that way. Just go to number 1. Let's meet. Don't give it away on the phone. Well, how much do you think my house is worth, Malia? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. You should have me over. Invite me over.
Come over, Rebecca.
Thanks. All right. When? Make them laugh. That's a script. You all chuckled with me. Why? Because it was funny. Assume the sale. Assume everybody likes you. Until they say, don't call me ever again. Everybody likes you. Everyone wants to help you. Make people laugh. Don't overthink this. I mean, that literally happened. A client, past client, texted me, would you have time to come over and tell me if it would be worth us remodeling our kitchen? I said, you should invite me over, ... Send. Rebecca, will you come over to our house? I'd love to. LOL, smiley face, hearts and flowers, right? Make it fun. Invite, yeah, you should invite me over. I want to see your house. Don't give it away on the phone. Don't email too many stats and numbers to them. They're going to get confused. We should meet. I've got a report I think would really benefit you. We should meet. 6, assumptive close. It sounds like we should meet. I'm available most times this week, so what works best for you? 7, would you be offended if I asked if we could meet to go over this? That's weird. There's some agents.
Remove that one.
You know who does this one really well is Andre. This is Andre's script. He uses it. It works. He was Rookie of the Year. He made over 160 grand in a year. Laugh all you want. Yeah. This is the script that just kind of made sense for him. So he uses it. Would you be offended if I asked what the payoff was of your mortgage? Because I'd like to prepare a net sheet for us to go over. Would you be offended if I invited myself over? Because I want to walk through your house so I could tell you how much it's really worth. Would you be offended? It was just what worked for his brain, and it worked. 8, I've really enjoyed hanging out with you today, and to be honest, I'm not sure if I can help you or not, but I'd be honored if we could meet to find out. 9, this is the one when I feel really gutsy, and I've got gumption. Wouldn't it make sense for us to meet in the next day or so? Wouldn't it make sense? Because everything you just told me, I think, wouldn't it make sense for us to meet and really go deeper into some of these details? 10, What works better for you, meeting today or sometime this afternoon or tomorrow? Just assume it. You like me, you know it, we should meet, right? Cultivate. Whether or not you've closed for an appointment or gotten a referral, once a connection is made, they're in. Like, you're going to like me. I know your name. I've got your number. I'm going to stalk you and get your address. I'm going to find you on Facebook. I'm going to link you on LinkedIn next week so it's not so obvious that I'm doing it all on the same day. But you're mine. And until you buy, sell, or refer someone to me, you're in. You get invited to all my parties. We're going to be friends. If you want what we talked about in the beginning of class, which is your why of making memories, you're gonna do it. You're gonna find a way. If you're serious, because your parents don't have retirement, and if you don't take care of them, then they are going to become a burden on you and your other siblings don't have the financial means to support them, you're gonna do it, right? It's going to happen. So even when it does get a little awkward or uncomfortable, you've got scripts right here that you can open your book and use. Try them out, and you'll go, gosh, that one was easy. Note to self, use that one again. That's it. So cultivating is now, they're in. They get invited to everything. They're gonna get a call from you at least twice a year, if not quarterly, and it's gonna be something of value. You're not annoying them. Hey, there's a career night at my office about how to get your real estate license, and you know a lot of people, so I just called to find out, like, have you ever thought about getting your real estate license, or do you know of anyone that you've gone to any parties lately that have mentioned getting into real estate? Was that weird or salesy or awkward? No.
Just shows you were thinking.
You came to mind. You know a lot of people. That's a compliment, isn't it? Like, gosh, someone thought that of me. That's all you got to say. Gosh, you know a lot of people. Be sure to use this information you gain about them, their wants, their needs. So Alyssa and I talked. Jump into command. Put down 1-year-old, 8-year-old. Write down, open to buyer, workshop, or your notes in your command contact are critical, because in the beginning you're like, oh, I'll remember. No, you won't. You're going to, by the end of the next 3.5 weeks, you're going to have over 200 new people that you've added to your database, plus everyone that you're meeting at open houses, plus all the agent names that you're adding. You will not remember their children's names. And I remember feeling horrible. I mean, there are still times people come walking towards me and I'm just like, I can't remember their name. Like, oh my gosh, it's good to see you. And I hope I have someone with me that I could be like, introduce yourself quickly, ask their name. Like, you want to think that you're gonna remember everybody's names and children's names and dogs' names. You won't. Note to self, remember people's dogs' names. That's important. You can use command to keep note and track of that kind of stuff. Put as much as you can into the notes of your contacts. Page 21, your sphere of influence. Think of the people closest to you in your inner circle. SOI. That's what SOI stands for. Sphere of influence. SOI. When you were here for team meeting on Tuesday, did you see what he gave us? Do you come to team meeting? Do you time block for every single team meeting so that you're here the second and fourth Tuesday of every single month? Lead sources, circle prospecting, 100 people to 1. Internet leads, 30 to 1. For sale by owners, 20 to 1. Expired listings, 20 to 1. Sphere of influence, 10 to 1. Want to work smarter or harder?
Smarter.
But I have to get my website set up. Really? Okay. Yeah, you should, but you probably could spend 30 minutes doing that and 2 hours doing this. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
How much is it? How much is your time worth? For every 12 contacts you make, you should anticipate a lead. 1, 12 to 1. For every 5 leads, if you do the right script, which is?
We should meet.
5 leads equals an appointment. And then for every 2 appointments, not everyone's going to list with you. Not everyone's going to list with you this year. One would be this year, next year. You can't control their timeline. But of every 2 appointments, you're probably going to go and then close a house because they would have felt like they learned something from their time with you. They would have then gotten the note card after. Thanks so much for meeting with us. And even like the listing appointment we went on, that they hired another agent. After months of the other agent not successfully selling that house, guess who they called? Me, the one that got rejected. But I sent a note card. I kept sending emails and follow-ups and everything, and when the house came on the market with the other agent, I previewed it. Why? Because I want my business card slapped down on their kitchen counter just as a reminder, yep, I'm active in real estate. When you don't get the job, when you don't get the listing and they hired someone else, don't get upset. Be professional, congratulate them, and go, fabulous. If there's ever anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Can you still email them after they've listed with another agent?
If they're on a drip campaign, they can unsubscribe from it all day long. Does every single agent go and delete whatever it was that they were on? I don't know. That's a good question. Are there little legal disclaimers that say if you're listed with another agent, this is not a solicitation? Yeah. So look at page 21. Your inner circle is the group of people you'll look to most often and reward most often for helping and supporting and referring business your way. In fact, the majority of your business during your first year of real estate, circle this, will most likely originate from your inner circle. To 10 people, guys. It's really not as complicated as people make it sound. There's you, you're the star, you're in the middle. Look at the people. Immediate family, spouse, partner, friends, neighbors. Yeah, but Rebecca, I'm not from here. Neither was I. I'm born and raised in Canada, moved down here, maybe had 5 friends when I got into real estate. You have friends and family somewhere. I started setting up referrals in Canada. Can you refer from country to country? Heck yeah. So I sold a bunch of houses in Canada my first year. I didn't, but I got referrals because the agents in Canada went and did it, right? So no excuses. Look, past coworkers, did we talk about that? Yes. Hairstylists, kids' friends, parents, mechanic, mail carrier, church members, title company, your kids' teachers. Does your kids' teacher know you're an agent in real estate? How would they know? How could you do that without being like obnoxious?
Parent-teacher conference.
Parent-teacher conference. Yeah, and you just so happen to run in after doing a preview of a property, and because you're on the clock, you wore your name tag. And then you just oh my gosh, I have my name tag still on. Look at that.
Upside down, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's Rachel's. That's Rachel's. I've never done that. We should do a contest. I gamify everything. We should do a contest. Okay, so this is what Rachel did. She purposely put her name tag on upside down. And then you go to the bank, you go to Fred Meyer, you go live your life, and then how many people are going to come up to you and care enough to say, did you know that your name tag's upside down?
Yes, that is classic.
So now all of a sudden your 10 contacts came to you. You didn't even have to go find them? I don't know.
So how does it go from there?
You say, oh
my gosh, I must have been crazy running through crazy houses this morning, and I don't know. Thank you so much for telling me. Have you ever thought about getting your real estate license? Okay, that wouldn't come out. let's.
I just want to know how to take it from there. I mean, like, yeah, they're gonna come up to you, but if you don't capture them, like, what's the point?
Okay, let's do
Say,
it.
hey, thank you, what's your name? And then start that same conversation.
Oh my gosh, like, how did you know my name? Oh, I'm wearing a name tag. Funny. It's upside down. Oh my gosh, it's upside down. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. Not everyone has come up and told me that.
No problem, you're welcome.
Huh. You'd be great in my line of work.
What is your line? What is your line of work?
I'm in real estate. I'm in real estate with Keller Williams.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I thought about doing real estate.
Really? Huh. Well, we should meet.
We should meet.
Yeah, let me just open my phone real quick. And what's the best number for me to reach you at?
918-406-3646.
So I'll find out when our next career night is, and then you could come as my guest. That'd be cool.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, awesome. Here's my business card. Thanks again for telling me about my name tag.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too. So that little trick with that phone, this other lender told me when you're asking people for their number, you ask them for their number and you don't look up, like you just.
You don't? Yeah, did I look at you?
No.
Nope, I didn't.
And people will give you, and I've done that, and they'll start talking.
Yep, I'm assuming that what I asked you, you're going to do.
Gotcha.
What's your number?
And you don't look up at them, and they'll start talking. Okay, my number is blah, blah, and
Or you
that.
hand them your phone. Can you do that?
Yeah, put your number in here for me. Yeah, you could do that. Don't give your business card out until you got their info. In the shift book, Gary Keller says he purposely would not carry business cards on him to stay honest. So he'd meet someone and they'd go, oh, do you have a business card on you? He'd go, I don't. You know what? Here, you put your contact information in here and I'll get back to you. He would purposely leave his business cards off of his person. Because if I just go, oh, I need business cards and I just need to pass out business cards, I have no control over my business. So I gamify it. I don't want to give a business card out. Oh yeah, I need to find my business card. But before I do that, here, let me have you. I'll look for my business card. You put your information in there, and I'll find my business card for you.
Yeah.
You want to be in control of your business, right? And it doesn't count as a contact over here if you don't have a name, a phone number, and an email address to follow up with them. Okay, when you sell houses, how are you going to splurge and celebrate? So imagine that Melissa's closes, you get your first commission check in real estate. How are you going to splurge and celebrate? What are you going to do?
Drink champagne.
Champagne. What else?
Go to dinner.
You go to dinner. Where would you go?
Asado.
Why?
I love asado. It's my favorite.
You love asado. It's your favorite. Why is that?
Delicious.
What's some of your favorite stuff on the menu?
Exactly.
What?
Crab cakes.
Crab cakes?
Basically everything. The menu.
Huh. That's cool.
Sorry, I get involved.
What just happened?
Why?
I just used my script on you. When you sell real estate and you're celebrating, what are you going to do? Right? And then where are you going to go?
Asado.
Okay, why? Because it's really yummy. It's really yummy? Why do you like asado? What's yummy? What do you order there? Why? Why is that important to you, right? What would it look like if you went to asado and you said, hey, who's the manager on duty? Do you have a favorite server there? Do you have someone that you see the face of the someone? Go find that person and go, hey, I'm in real estate and I just want you to know that I was just in this class with this crazy girl and she just gave me homework and my homework was to come and find you. Well, I already have my first real estate transaction underway, and when I close on this, I'm going to get a commission check, and a portion of that commission check I'm actually coming to give to you. Because this is where I come to celebrate when good things are happening in my world. So I'm just wanting to come and let you know that you're going to be seeing a lot of me. So would it be okay if we connect? Because I'm going to be hanging out here quite a bit. Next time you're in there, could you have that conversation?
I definitely will.
Yeah. So it's whatever it takes. Do the people that are going, like, I remember there was a season where I was like, every house I sell, I'm gonna go get a massage. So I called my massage therapist and I'm like, girl, get ready. Because my goal is 40 houses this year, so that means you're gonna see me 40 times. Hold me accountable, I'm gonna come for 40 massages. Do you think she's gonna wanna help me sell houses? Yes. Heck yeah. Because what I'm about to do is gonna help her business grow. She's in lead generation mode. She just so happens to sell massages. Go find people who understand that kind of grind. Some of the best people are hairdressers. They have captive audience for 2, 3, 4 hours at a time, depending on how high maintenance the female is, and they're in that chair for 2 or 3 hours. Hairdressers know everything about everyone. Do you have a hairdresser? Does she know you're in real estate? There's someone else you need to be calling.
Fortunately, her father's in real estate too.
That's cool. How long has he been in real estate?
He actually works here, and he's been here for 5 years, I think she said.
Cool.
So you know how much. But I still told her, and
yeah, you never know. Yeah, you never know. All right, page 22. It's your turn. Immediate family, hobbies, sports groups, teachers, church. There is no limit to this list, you guys. This is your job as real estate agents. You want to create a long list of clients. Real estate agents. Make friends with real estate agents. Dan closed a transaction for me because I didn't want all the work that transaction brought about, and he became my short sale partner. Every deal I had, I didn't want to close short sales anymore at the time. I had other business I was doing. Who else? Mortgage, title, appraiser, inspector, personal services, hair, nails, hobby, sports. Okay, you get the point. Now, if you can't remember who to call, one of the tools that we have access to as Keller Williams agents, and it's totally free, is Homekeeper. And if you haven't done this, or if you haven't come to immersion in a while, Homekeeper, they drop the E, so it's HOMEKEEPR.com/KW. It has to be /KW to take you to this page, because it's free. Other agents pay for this service, okay? Once you log in to the broker portal, this is my dashboard, and it's my list. And I can go in and add more vendors, and then I can select the category. And here are the most frequent people that you should have on your list. Chimney specialists, electricians, exterminators, gutter services, servicers, HVAC specialists, irrigation specialists, landscapers, painters, plumbers, realtors. Then you go to home. Repairs, air conditioning specialists, you get the point. Appliance servicers, architects, art designers, awnings, basement finishing, bricklaying, carpenters, all the way through the alphabet. Then you get to arborists, art galleries, bagel stores, banks, beach assistants, boat lifts, boat mechanics, everything imaginable. You should have at least 2 or 3 people in each of these categories. And if you don't, you haven't done your job yet. So when we were talking earlier, I'm telling you, estate attorneys are some of the best. We've got one in the works right now. Yeah, whenever you want, Karina, just pick up the key. Okay. Karina, did you walk through that house yet? Say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you think it's worth?
Ooh, $350.
Okay. How long do you think you need to be able to paint it, put new carpet in it, and then get it on the market?
How long do I need to?
Yeah.
Am I pretending to be?
Yeah, you're going to coordinate all that for me, right? You already have a painter. You've already got a plumber.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So you could probably do that in couple weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, just email me over the listing paperwork, and when it's on the market, let me know. That's how easy the listing is. But it's not going to be that easy if she can't respond to me with confidence that she's got a painter, a plumber, a landscaper, a house cleaner, everything lined up. Did I push back on price?
No.
Heck no. I'm an estate attorney. I'm not a real estate attorney. I know nothing about real estate. She's the expert. I'm an expert in my field. There's some of the easiest listing referrals. If you don't have an estate attorney, go find one. And the best way to find one is ask someone that you know that's recently written a will. And if you don't know of anyone, put it on Facebook. Ask someone, go, hey, anyone in the greater Tacoma area recently put together a trust or a will? Did you have a really great experience? I'd like to hear about it. Drop the person's name down below in the comments. I'd love to follow up. I need a referral for an estate attorney. Who knows an estate attorney? Divorce attorneys do. Attorneys hang out with attorneys. And if you don't know of one, then go ask. Don't send an inter-office email to our entire office asking. Go to your sphere of influence. So help me, the next time someone asks for a plumber in our email, they're going to regret it. You guys, every time that happens, that agent just missed a vital opportunity to build their business. Now, if you go post on Instagram and Facebook and no one responds to you, then what should you do? Send the inter-office email? No.
Text you.
Ask me, Dave, Dan, Kelly, Jonathan, any of your Ignite instructors privately. Do not send an inter-office email asking for a referral to an electrician or plumber. Keep the lines of communication of that email clear for the important things, for the emergency things, right? Every time I see an email, I cringe and I just go, oh, they're missing it. They're missing it. What would it look like if you posted every other day on Facebook and Instagram? Anyone had a great experience with a landscaper recently? Tag them below. Anyone had a great experience with a plumber recently? Tag them below. I'm all about supporting local businesses. Tag who you know below. Don't do one post that says, I'm looking for plumbers, landscapers, electricians, estate attorneys. Don't do that, because I will flag that post. Pick one and just do it every other day. And your calendar reminder pops up. Hey, post something and ask for someone. Hey, click here. Bus companies, business banking, business cards, business organizations. This list is never ending. You want a good quality list like that. Now, Tina's question was, well, what if I don't know them? You don't know them, you don't know them. Hey, Graham.
Yes.
You asked me for a referral for a landscaper, right?
Yes.
I'm going to send you a text with 3. 2 of them I've worked with, 1 I haven't, but you know what? The last bid I saw he did came in $200 less than the other guys. So I'm going to throw him into the mix. Would that be okay?
That's fine.
I've never worked with him. So if that doesn't pan out, or if it turns out great, I need you to let me know either way. Would that be okay?
That's fine.
Great.
So can I say something to finding these people, trade people you need? When I'm driving to work, like I see a ton, I have a pen and I have a pad, and you see all of these trucks with all these signs.
I take pictures all the time, all the way to work. Take pictures of them all.
Yes.
And then I call them all.
And then I was doing this open house, and across the street,
Yep.
this guy came and he was doing roof.
Yep.
He was doing a bit on the roof, so I went over and said, hey, real estate, blah, blah, blah.
Seriously, it happens. I will go to bed one night and go, gosh, I really need a good referral for a landscaper. And when you know it, the next day on the way to work, a landscaping truck cuts me off right in front of, my snap. Yep, and then I call. So here's what that phone call goes like. Now, Graham just asked me for a landscaper referral. I gave him 3. I told him I don't know this one guy.
Right.
So you're gonna have to give me feedback and let me know.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's the magic. Pay attention. How many people did I just refer to Graham? 3. How many people should I now turn around and text?
3.
Hey, it's me. I just gave your name and number to Graham. If he doesn't call you in the next 3 days, here's his number. Just mention, name drop me. I referred you. Have a great day. 3 times. Every single time you put your name to someone, they should know about it. That's the magic. People forget. We're just so flippant and we give names out to all these different people, but we don't follow up. So I just gave you 3 names of people. I just texted those 3 people. What do those 3 people, landscapers, think of me?
You're helping them grow their business.
Sending them business.
I meant what I said. I'd like to send new business your way. Would that be okay? Yes. Okay? So let's do this. grab a blank piece of whatever in your notes and write down business to business. Business to business is this list. It's this never-ending list of everybody that you need to know in real estate. My number one that I said was the estate attorney, right? My number two is going to be landscaper. And then my number three is going to be carpet cleaner. And then my number four is going to be painters. Now, in every county that we're selling houses in, I need to have at least 2 or 3 of each of these people in each of those counties, agreed? Because even though I've got this amazing landscaper in Ording, if I get a listing in Kirkland, is he going to go there? Maybe, maybe not. So every county that you serve in your business deserves at least 1 or 2 in each of these categories, right? Are we good so far?
Yep.
Okay. So now I would say that estate attorneys, landscapers, carpet cleaners, and painters. These are the people that feel the rumble of a listing before it's a listing. Does your landscaper know what questions to ask when he gets a call? Hey, can you come over and give me a bid? I just need you, don't like redesign my backyard, okay? I just need you to trim the trees, weed, throw down some fresh bark. How much would that cost? Does your landscaper then ask, oh, no problem at all. Can I ask why you're needing this work done? Why?
Because I'm selling my house.
Getting ready to sell.
Getting ready to sell.
And then does he know to say, well, I have a great agent if you don't have
I
one?
have a great agent. I would, yeah. Are you training the people on your list to refer you business like that? Hi, I just need to know what it is for 3 rooms and a hallway to be carpet cleaned. Can you give me a bid for that? I'd be happy to. Can I ask why you're having your carpets cleaned? Well, you know, we're probably going to be selling in the next few months. Can I ask why you need to have your house painted? Oh my gosh, well the trim outside, it's supposed to be white, but it's kind of crummy and cruddy in certain corners, and I just want some really good fresh curb appeal because we're going to be selling our house. Do your people on that list know? The only way they're going to know is if you buy them coffee and tell them what the script is that you want them to use and give them a big chunk of your cards and say, when you're out and about, I would love to interview for the job. Anytime you even get the hint of someone needing a real estate agent, would you think of me first? So the business to business call goes like this. Ring, ring. Hi, is this Alyssa's Landscaping?
It is.
Hi, Alyssa. My name's Rebecca. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, I just had a quick question. Are you taking on new clients right now?
Yes, I am.
You are. Fabulous. And so tell me, who's your ideal client? So like, what kind of jobs do you do?
We really do anything and everything.
Anything. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. How far north do you guys go?
Just past Seattle.
Okay. How far south do you go? Do you go to Olympia?
I do, yes.
Awesome. Do you go over the bridge to Gig Harbor?
We prefer not to.
Okay. And far east, like, would you go to Maple Valley?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, cool. So, would there ever be a job that's too small that I send you?
Nope, there's no job too big or too small for us.
No job too big or too small. Okay, awesome. Well, I would love to send some new business your way. Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, so all I need is your email address, and then I'm going to email you an invitation through my free app called Homekeeper. It's my favorites list. And so all I need from you is an email, and then I'm going to send it. You're going to go claim your spot, and I would love to send some new business your way.
Awesome, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking my call. Have a good day.
You too.
Are you taking on new clients? Who's your ideal client? Is there a job that's too small or too big? Are you taking on new business? I kind of already asked that. And email. Those are 4 things. Every single call needs to have these 4 things. Okay? When I go into Homekeeper and I go to send her that email invitation that I just referenced, when you add a vendor and you click invite, this email I didn't do anything to, it auto-populated. Hey, just a quick note to let you know that I'm recommending you to my clients. Claim your free profile here. Did I just tell her that that was the email she was going to be getting?
Yes.
Yep. And so this email now is auto-populated. It sends out to that person. And so now she just heard my voice, and she counts as what? She's a new. And I'm going to send her a note. And I'm now going to put together a follow-up plan, aren't I?
So can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
On the Homekeeper app, I didn't know it did all of that, so I haven't really used it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using Command. Do we have to sign up for a profile in here?
It's a free, you set up your KW free account. And eventually I think Command is going to do all the same function as this, right? You're going to want them in both places though. We've got a database in Homekeeper for the professionals, and then we want to have them in Command eventually to be able to send them the same things that we would our clients, right?
What do we search again?
Homekeeper, drop the e.com/KW. They drop the E right there. But otherwise, it's going to ask for credit card information, and you don't want to do that, okay? Is this helpful information so far? Yes. Are you learning? You're learning lots? Are these things that you can actually use to go and apply in your business right now to get it to grow? Yeah? Okay. So then before we wrap up, I need to ask for your help. So if you pull out your phone and type in KWUEVAL.com, KWUEVAL.com, and then the first selection is Market Center. That's the class that we're in, the Market Center. The name of the course is Ignite, and we're in session number 3. The instructor name is Rebecca Del Pozo, and it's by last name, so you'll find my name in the drop-down. And then you want to rate the presentation skills. I'm gathering evaluations right now, and I'm on a timeline. I've got to get over 300 evaluations between now and the end of this year so that I can make application to be an approved Keller Williams trainer. So if you would do this for me just for a few quick seconds, it would mean a lot. And then we're going to wrap up. Thanks.
What was it again?
KWU, so KWUEVAL.com from any browser. KWUEVAL.com.
Do you want us to leave comments or can you just
Yeah, you can do numbers. You don't have to do comments. Just, I strive for 5-star reviews. And you don't have to do comments or whatever. You can just give me the review, because then they'll be able to count that as you being here in class with me. That would mean a lot. So it's the name of the course is Ignite session number 3, and then instructor name, and then you can do the review part.
Ones were the best, right?
Pardon me?
Ones were best.
Funny girl. I have to have an average. I have to have an average of 4.5, otherwise they don't let me proceed. So they make it
Event type, what do I put?
Market Center, yep. And then the event name is Ignite. So Ignite session number 3. All right, are we good?
Yep.
All right, moving on. KW Connect, I'm going to type in the word Ignite. I'm going to select the course Ignite, and then I'm going to scroll down to the student resources, and here are all of the different power sessions, missions, and everything else. And at the very, very, very bottom, the very bottom, there's a little magical document that has all the video links of all the videos that we're supposed to be watching when we're in class for homework and everything else. And so the way that I got there was I just typed in Ignite, and then under instructor resources at the very bottom, there's a bunch of videos. It's called the Mission Video List for KW. The video that we're going to watch together real quick is so much is being moved around right now.
What was this focus on 15?
We're going to talk about that in just a minute.
Oh.
All right. It's not where it used to be. So there's a video on cold calling. However, what I just showed you was actually warm calling, right? To a local business. I talked about landscaping, right? And she told me, were there any jobs that were too big or too small? Okay, so this is the exact same script that I would use when I call an estate attorney. Hi, this is Rebecca. Is this Alyssa's estate attorney planning office?
Yes, it is.
Fabulous. Hey, I'm just curious, are you guys accepting new clients right now?
Yeah, we are.
Awesome. And where is your office located?
Puyallup.
In Puyallup. And so typically your ideal client would drive from where, or like how far would they normally drive to you?
Anywhere within like a 30, 40 mile radius.
Okay, perfect. And so are there any particular clients that are maybe too small or too big? Could you describe who your ideal client is?
We mainly work with commercial.
Okay, so just somebody who's wanting to put together specific commercial documents for estate planning and whatever else?
Yep, absolutely.
Great. Well, I would love to send some business your way. Would that be okay?
Of course.
Fabulous. I'm just going to need to ask for your email address, and then I will add you to my favorites list. I'd love to send some new clients your way.
Wonderful, thank you.
Okay, so I just made a new friend. I'm going to send a handwritten note card. I sent an email, and then I send a reminder. I'm going to go like their business page next week. I'm going to go link them on LinkedIn the following week. And I want to go find someone who is who they just described as their ideal client. I need to go find someone so then I could call back. Hey, Alyssa, it's Rebecca. Do you remember me? We talked a few weeks ago.
I do.
Yeah, so I asked you who was your ideal client, and you told me, and I think I might have someone for you. Here's their name and number. Would you mind reaching out to them?
Of course.
Thanks so much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
And then follow up. Go find new business for landscapers, carpet cleaners, painters, estate attorneys. Go do what it is you said you were going to do. And then look for a win. So a client actually hires one of the 3 landscapers that I referred to Graham. Hey, I heard that it was a great experience with number 1 guy, right?
Right.
Send me a picture. Let me see.
Okay, will do.
Okay, cool. Have a good day. Bye. Grab a picture, post it on Facebook, tag the landscaper's business page, tag him, go, man, look at this, what just happened. Beautiful backyard. thanks to Lonnie's Landscaping and my fabulous client Graham, who gave him a shot. And if anyone out there is needing a landscaper, check them out. What's Lonnie the landscaper gonna do? He's gonna wanna thank me in some shape or form, right? I don't need any gifts from you, Lonnie. All I need from you is I just need your promise. Would you be willing to do this one thing for me? Whenever you hear of anyone thinking about interviewing real estate agents, would you throw my name into the mix? I'd love to interview for the job. Too many times people just start here, but they don't go deeper and they don't follow up, and then they don't do what they said they don't do what they said they were going to do. Does that make sense? The fortune is in the follow-up. That's how you go find your business, is go get that list on Homekeeper and build it deep. That's lead generation. When everyone's like, you gotta be lead generating, you've gotta be lead generating, and you're like, I don't even know who to call right now. And quite frankly, I've already sent my app out to everybody that likes me. I'm just gonna be annoying people. Then don't annoy people, go find some new friends. And some of the best business-to-business relationship calls are gonna come from there, and you would be shocked at what happens. That's lead generation. Because now once Lonnie is my landscaper, he now counts as a connect. So every single day then I'm rerunning a list and going, oh, I need to follow up with these people. Hey, it's me. Did I ask for Lonnie to send business my way before I sent him business? Nope. That would be salesy. Did I do what I said and earn the right to ask for him to now potentially send me business? Yes. That's the order in which it should go. Come from contribution. Help local businesses grow, and they're going to want to reciprocate. They will. They're going to want to help you out somehow.
I've actually had them, when I've done that and I haven't asked them for anything, offer to refer me too.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. All right.
So I have a lender that I know that you're trying to move on. I'm sorry. I have a lender that I only recommend him to friends, family, everything, right? I'm very loyal to him because he treats me well and we communicate well. He's never referred me a client, and I hear that a lot. And I believe his wife is newly licensed, and she's not with Keller Williams, she's with somebody else. But I didn't know if that was something that I could, I will still recommend him regardless if he brings me clients or not, because I love the way he does business. Obviously, it would be a bonus if he would. Is that something that would be overstepping my bounds if he has a spouse in real estate,
Okay, so ring ring. Hi, is this Karina, my favorite loan officer?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Rebecca. I was in this class today and I actually was talking about you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You want to know what I said?
Yeah.
Well, I asked the question, I've got this amazing loan officer. I absolutely love working with her, but I think her wife is in business now, and some of the other people in class said that they get, 4, 5, 6 different leads from their loan officers. And so I was just curious, what should I be doing? Because I get it. If your wife's an agent, then obviously you're going to be sending her the majority of your business. But what activities or what would you want to see me doing so that I could count on you for at least, I don't know, what do you think? 1 or 2 pieces of business this year? What would come to mind?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, because you're my guy. I send everybody to you, right? So I would say, if I send you, I don't know, 10 for every 10 leads that I send you, could I ask for 1 from you? Would that be fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
If that's someone you're working with on a regular basis, texting at 10 o'clock at night, I don't know, that's probably a conversation I'd have.
Sure.
And just say, who do I need to be or what do I need to be doing to earn it? And just say the obvious.
Yeah.
If your wife is licensed, she's your wife.
Yeah.
Not gonna mess with that.
I totally, yeah.
However, what could I do and be accountable to that I would then deserve the right for at least 1 opportunity? I'd probably ask it that way.
Cool. I like
Okay.
that.
Page 27, for sale by owners, that we talked about yesterday in the for sale by owner expired class. Write down over page 27, write down 92%, 92%, 92%. 92% of for sale by owners list with an agent. Agents don't call them often enough. Do you remember the numbers from yesterday?
They call about 1 time?
They call 1 or 2 times, and it's normally on call 5 or 6. So write that down. Don't give up 5 or 6. It's on call 5 or 6. It's then. They'll be tired and exhausted. They won't have sold their house, and they probably have some reasonable buyer leads they could be giving to you because buyers didn't like their house, and maybe they didn't have an agent. So for sale by owners, great way to go and find some business. And there's a whole class that we literally spent 3 hours yesterday talking about. So that will be on the calendar again soon. More information that you can read up after class, okay? Number 4, did we talk about open houses? Who comes to open houses? People who are thinking about selling in the next few months. It's your job interview. So you better be on your game. Don't ever let me hear you say, oh, I just had a bunch of neighbors come through. Because you never know. They might be thinking of selling, buying, investing. You better be on your game because it's your job interview. Number 5, did we talk about the referral opportunities and growing your network on my referrals? 190,000 agents. Say that. The world's largest real estate referral network, powered by over 190,000 real estate agents around the world, are standing by to help you. So anytime you hear of anyone asking anything about real estate anywhere in the world, call me first. Call me first. Facebook is where people want to go to connect with friends, family. Don't use your personal Facebook account for your real estate services. Why? It may lack professionalism, and you miss out on a lot of essential business features, such as the ability to run Facebook contests, check your Facebook insights. It's really easy to make a business Facebook page. Number 6 on the bottom of page 31 says, go build a business account. When you do, you can tag yourself in personal things, right? Totally fine, but don't throw up real estate all over everyone all the time. People will unfriend you, unfollow you, you won't even know it. Don't do that. Mix it up, okay? Number 1, post about your neighborhood, page 32. Show off your geographic farm, the neighborhoods, the markets that you're familiar with. Use images when you're updating. Images on Facebook are the most engaging kind. Video is now what it is. Post events about your neighborhood. Congratulate new homeowners. Engage with polls and surveys. Post your listings. 80-20 is the rule, the golden rule. Number 6, in social media, 80-20. Post 80% about content that's lifestyle, customer interest, and 20% about you or the product. This keeps your social media engaging, or keeps your social media social and engaging. A bunch of information there about Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, other social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, blogs. We're about to get new websites put together. Number 4 on page 35, circle that. That's a neighborhood landing page. You can create thousands of them in Command right now. And if you don't know how to do that, come to Tech Tuesday and we'll talk more about that. Page 36, your turn, social media. Become a lead generation machine. My fear of failure was greater than my fear of lead generating. That's a Gary Keller quote on the top of 37. Make a commitment to prospecting faithfully. Time block to do your 3 hours of lead gen daily, every day. 3 hours doesn't mean 3 hours on the phone the whole time. 3 hours is notes, phone calls, texts, Facebook, posts on social media. 3 hours really isn't that long, you guys, because you could do it in just 30-minute chunks of time. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for 30 minutes, get up, get a drink of water, move around, sit down, do it again. That's your job every single day. It takes purposeful practice over time to grow in every area. 10,000 hours is what we said, right? Page 38. You need an action plan. You need to prepare for your next class. And 3, you need to recall and remember. Recap of all the assignments from today. In preparation for the next class, you need to continue to add contacts to your database. Develop methods for prospecting. Did we talk about a few? Sending your app to the people that you're connecting with, calling Michael's old coworkers and asking for 2 or 3 words to describe you, and could they be used as a reference if you're interviewing and now you just connected with an old coworker? Did we talk about referrals in Palm Springs and how you're a part of the world's largest real estate referral network, and you might not be buying or selling right now, but when the time comes, I know who you should be connecting with at a local level, right? Can you help me with blank? The answer is always a smile on your face. The answer is yes. And what's the script?
We should meet.
We should meet. Page 39. Do your daily 10-4. Write notes on the homes you previewed and bring them to share with class. Report out. Be prepared to share your daily 10-4 results in class. Bring a supply of note cards, business cards, and stamps for handwritten notes. Extend your learning. Share your big why and your value proposition with 5 friends or family members to affirm in your own mind and garner support. Practice your scripts with a partner. 3, gather your tools. Download and print the Ignite pre-listing presentation for sellers, the listing presentation for sellers. Create a list of people to call and bring copies of scripts used in session number 1 or 2 in session. Be prepared for a listing appointment. Watch Create a System to Secure Listings. Watch Listing Presentation by Bruce Hardy. This is your prep that you're supposed to be doing now this afternoon or tomorrow in preparation for Monday's class, right? And if you miss a class and you're out of order, totally fine. We're going to have packets of all the classes that you can grab at any moment in time. But this is your homework. These are the things that you're going to want to do. This is your mission to accomplish between now and Monday's class. All right, so let's do a quick recap of our class. Share 3 things that you've learned that were new or different or that you're going to go and do in your business after our couple of hours together today. Yeah? Business to business. That's lead generation. Absolutely. Call people and get here. Do that. Yep.
Explore the Homekeeper.
Homekeeper, another free tool, great, another login and password to remember. Yep. And it's a good one. It will be worth it. Because you guys, the highest compliment you can ever get is someone calls you and asks you for a referral that has nothing to do with real estate. Hey Malia, do you know a good pediatrician in Puyallup? What's the answer?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep. We should get together for coffee sometime. Let me look through my list and I'll get back to you. Do you know a good pediatrician in Puyallup? Maybe not. Do you have a reason now to call 5 different friends and ask? That's your connects. Right? So using Homekeeper, business to business, calling people, like you get calls from people and they're like, hey Graham, do you know a good jewelry consignor?
Yes, I do.
And ask me why.
Why?
Write that somewhere. Why? Ask why more. Ask it. Why? Why do I need a jewelry consignor? Because my aunt just passed away, and once I sell all her jewelry, I'm in charge of selling her house. Yeah. So thanks for the referral to the jewelry consignor. I know that I should probably then call you when I'm ready to sell.
Yes. Reach me.
Hey. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for being with me. Hope you have a great rest of your day.